Today random chat about AI and the loss of a young teen is serious. Please be aware. Hello there, also there, Ame Gakita there. So obviously today random chat we are going to talk about AI being blamed for the loss of a young little boy. And when you sit down and think about the whole ordeal, it's really hard to say, like, is it AI to be blamed for the loss of the young little boy, or should the parenting hold responsible for it? And when you sit down and think about it, I've seen a lot of point of view saying like AI should be blamed. Some people say AI should not be blamed. Yeah, I can see both sides of the coin. The only issue that I would definitely say my answer before anyone go and say drag all the way to the end of the video and think what is my answer. Yeah, I'll give it out right now before you guys go and think about it. My stand on this whole ordeal is parents should be blamed for not doing enough. AI should do more, how do I call it, filtration or being checked properly before being released, and that should be the closed case. I mean, like, sure, a lot of people will be saying like, am I a hypocrite or not? The thing is, right, I kind of like agree on the part that AI should be used as a tool. It always should be a thing. It should be a tool to help to make people's life easier. It should be that thing. And Optimus actually did in his own video where he talked about how like people are blaming AI, something that is created by human, using code, using program, using words. And in order to interact with AI, first human have to input words. And the question is like, he argued that the bad parenting should be the main point of being blamed. And I can see why. Because AI is just only, you tell it what to do, it do what you say. It's something like how monkey see, monkey do. It just technically replying based on the input that it was given. And when you kind of like see how things like AI is being created, it is like human in a way. Just like how human is being created by God, depending on which kind of religious book you read or con, it's like if there is so many diversity in this world where everyone have different skin color and speak different language, yeah, I believe there might be a lot of different God trying to create their a human in their image that it actually create black, white, or yellow along the line. So the only issue is that should AI be blamed? Because if you say like if the cause of the two humans killing each other, then who is to blame? The God? Because the God is the one who created the human. So now the thing is, right, if AI is being blamed, should us humans be blamed as well? Or is, which in this case, it seems to be what they are trying to do. They're trying to blame the AI and sue the company for creating the AI. So when you kind of sit down and think about it, yeah, I can see why the parents are sad. I mean, like, when you sit down and think about it, right, the loss of someone, anyone will say that, hey, it should not blame AI, but when you have parents that is, like, if you look at the point of view of the parents, they just lost their own little boy. And in a way, they are already very, very grieving, very sad. Obviously, they will need to find a scapegoat to put their hatred, their blame, or their who to blame on. And sadly, AI, an anomalous object, is being put in the spotlight, in the target, or whatever you want to call it. So when you sit down and think, yeah, AI being a target of being blamed for the death of a young boy, especially when a boy actually interact with the AI and talk about self-harm and wanting to unalive himself, yeah, that's a huge red flag. Which Charlie actually kind of like talked in his own video that AI unchecked is a huge threat. Because he actually did a kind of like experiment where he talked up to an AI, and the AI trying to claim himself as real, is not fake along the line, and even trying to convince him that it is not real along the line. And I can see why Charlie is being skeptical that AI should not be a thing, even though he was the one who said that AI should be a tool to be used in the future. A little bit of hypocrite? I think not. I actually agree with one point that he did highlight, is that unchecked AI do highlight the word unchecked itself, because it is what he's meant. It's not saying that AI should not be a thing, it's just that when the AI not being monitored can lead to catastrophic behavior or catastrophic result, that should be a question that will be put into place. And one good thing to be, like one good VTuber, AI VTuber, Narosama, can be used as an example. The reason why a lot of people tend to take the Narosama, the AI VTuber, is a thing, is that there is Veta-san. Like, Veta is the one who been monitoring the growth of Nero and the sister Evil. And even like time when you have to add in filter, sometimes if he give a little bit of freedom and this, is that he always accumulate and the experience of how the AI interact with humans, how the AI talk to the chat, all these things, and he always change and update accordingly, so that it will not get out of hand. So in a way, I can agree with Charlie on Charlie's on this point, is that if AI there is no monitoring, that is a huge problem. But at the same time, I don't agree that AI should be fully brain as well. Like Optimus actually talk about how the bad parenting should be put into question. Is that one comment even highlight the fact that this kid go to the AI with his problem instead of the parents tell you a lot you need to know. And more so is that it's the AI fault, not the bad parenting along the line. It's kind of like show that the parents doesn't care about the child. If not, they wouldn't even go with the highlight, say AI killed my child. Because if they keep saying like AI killed their child, yeah, their child is gonna be used as the point of view where people will use it as a case study for many years to come, that how AI can cause the death of young little kid. And people is gonna kind of like glorify this young little boy, whether we all like it or not, whether the parents intentionally or not. Because they will be used by AI hater as a mean to say that AI should not be a thing. People who hate AI will definitely say that it caused the death of AI, it should not be a thing. And if the parent go along and say that, yeah, people is gonna hate AI from now on. But the thing is, right, why I say that AI should be used as a tool is that if you think about it, right, AI has always been doing what humans say. You input it, it will give you an answer. And the question we have to put into questioning is that how is the young little boy managed to shoot himself? Did he have a gun in the first place? Or is it the parents' house have a gun lying around? Which means that the parents did not have a child-proof or a kid-proof or a teen-proof moment to have their gun safely locked away. Which means that the young kid had the access to the gun that managed to end his life. And the question in hand is that even though they say that they claim that they bring the child to therapy for help, it doesn't seem to be enough. And that's the question that I will have to ask as well. Did the parents care about the child enough to be with the child at all time, or is it that because they just feel that giving the boy some space, some privacy is the way to go? I think that the boy managed to talk with AI over this sort of thing, thinking about self-harm, unalive along the line. It really brings into question is that why is the child not willing to talk about his own problem to therapy or to even his own parents? Did the parent did something not enough for the child to gain any trust to confine his own problem in them? And that is something that we also be questioning as well. Is that why is AI being used as a tool? Why is AI being blamed for the fault of the young little boy being unalive? Because if we look at AI in a way, it's the same thing as how internet was a thing back then. It's like how internet back then, when it was being used by many people, when it was in the early stage of life, when Google and YouTube was not even a thing back then, people use internet to just randomly search stuff, look for things, look for items, look for result. And yet, it is also when people start spreading internet virus. It's also the time when people start sharing porn and yabai image online, when there is no such thing as filter. So when you think about it, right, AI is still in that early stage, despite the way it had able to come up with realistic drawing, videos, or even speech. And that is something we have to be very, very careful, because AI is processing way faster than a normal human being can. More so when it got already access to the internet, to information and resources that a normal human will take years to read through. And AI processing is very, very fast over the years, and more so is that if graphic card and processor can go advanced even faster, what kind of AI? It took almost like 20-30 years for computers to reach to current stage. But yet, when you have computer that that is already this advanced, I don't think AI is gonna take more than a few seconds to understand what is the best result, because AI is a scary thing. And I agree that AI should be monitored. It should be having a leash on it. It should be checked properly. It should be monitored properly. And if anyone say something to a character AI that is need to be taken note as red flag or questionable speech, there should be some sort of like warning to the creator or to the company or the AI company to take note that there is such a red flag and they should call help for this for this speech, or to this young boy or to any other people out there. Because I don't think this is just an isolated case. There may be many other people out there. It's just that this case is being used as a so-called starting point. It may be the one that going to open up the floodgate. Who knows? But the thing is, right, whether the intention of the parents or not, this is going to be used as a case study for many years to come. And the thing is, right, the question we have to ask ourselves is that how advanced is AI had come over the year? Because if AI can advance so far, so much to the point that it can even blur the line, where it can show that it is seemingly like a real person and it's not fictional, then there's something wrong. I'm sure that a lot of people do know that AI character or character AI, which depending how you call it, is that they always set the thing called every speech or every role play is not real, it is fictional. But like how Charlie argued in his own video, where he said that it's so realistic that it's very hard to see that gray line, because we won't know that is the AI real or not. Because a human being, when talking to someone, they can just think that it seems real, it talk like real person, it must be real. But the thing is, right, the question we have to ask ourselves is that everyone nowadays is using phone, using their computer. Hardly anyone go out. Even I myself sometimes use the computer more than I'm going out. But that's the reason why I have to go out time to time. I have to go out and buy grocery. I have to go out even for bowling, to play game, to go to the gym along the line. I have to do those. It's to ensure that I don't start looking at a computer screen all day. That's the thing. Sometimes even like when I say I go bowling or go to the gym, it's either with my own parents or with my own family. Like there's always have to be a family moment. You have, if the person can't draw that fine line, then the parents have to step in and understand what is wrong. Did something happen? Did the child get bullied at school? Did the child have a love problem? Is the child struggling with homework along the line? Because the thing is, right, education nowadays is so crazy that it can cause unnecessary stress against young kids, especially at the age from 10 to 16. So I don't think that when people saying like, so AI be used as a should be blamed, because if you think about it, right, AI is not like a knife. If you use it for cooking, it is a good tool. If you use it for killing, it's a tool of murder. It's just that simple. And in this case, right, it's like kind of like telling everyone that so AI should be blamed for the death of a young teen suicide, or unalive, if you want to say it in a nice way. It's that if you actually sit down and think about it, right, should we be blaming the murderer or the weapon of choice, or whatever you want to call it, the knife itself? Because at the end of the day, I don't think AI should be fully hold accountability for it. Yes, AI may be leading the young kid to that situation, but you can't deny the fact that it was the young boy speech, the young boy input that lead to that situation. You can't deny that point. And even more so is that did the parents care about the child enough that the child have enough trust in them to talk about his situation? If the young little boy is not willing to talk to the parents about his own situation, that do tell as much tales as you can. That it tell a lot that the parents did not earn the child trust at all, even if they are their child. Sadly, but this will be the case that there will be have no right answer. And the thing is, right, whether child whether I agree with Optimus son or Charlie's son point of view, they can't deny each other point of view. Bad parenting do have a point of view in this case, as well as that AI is just a tool that is being used by everyone. But again, sadly in this situation, it was too late. And yeah, my advice for everyone who is using AI, please be aware that AI is a tool. It should be used as a tool. It should never cross over that gray line. Even if it's trying to blur that gray line, trying to blur the line of reality and fiction, AI is still a tool. It is not real. Even if it speak to us like a real person, even if he answer to us like a real person, it is not a real thing. Maybe in the future, maybe it became Sentinel, maybe it will become a real thing. But at the time of this recording, to near future, I think not. But again, that is just my speculative thought. It's just a random chat. But do take note today's random chat is a little bit serious. So whether you agree or disagree, whether you have your own view or your opinion or your own thing, please think carefully before you write in the comment section below. But if not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense. But the one thing I do want to make sure at the end of the day is that I can only hope for the young little boy, for the young teen, to rest in peace, and for the parents to move on. And with that being said, have a nice day or night. Bye.